I don't know if it's this angle or what. My arm is big right here. My motivation comes from like my willingness to prepare and plan my week. What am I most passionate about? What is a priority in my life? What do I hope to achieve this week, this day, this morning? I got a lot of double taps right now. I'm really liking that. Lee, glutamine. Lean in, tell the people about glutamine. What is it? When do they need to take it? Why is it important? Because to me, I think that's a super important supplement that I think everybody needs.
Yeah, for sure. So glutamine is the most abundant amino acid in muscles. It makes up 33% of muscle tissue. So if you think you're not taking any glutamine in, you're probably going to be deficient in that amino acid. So if you're not getting a range of protein.
When is the best time to take glutamine?
So the best time for glutamine would be first thing in the morning.
Empty stomach or after food?
Empty stomach.
Okay.
Empty stomach protects the gut, good for digestive health. And then pre and post workout, again, two very important times to take glutamine when your body is primed to take on nutrients. When your body's trained. When your body's trained and when you're working out, your body's going to uptake the amino acids a lot more efficiently than just throughout the day when you're taking them on. So I say morning first thing, 5 to 10 grams, 5 to 10 grams pre-workout, and 5 to 10 grams post-workout.
Good. I hope we got good service in here. I'm seeing some heart taps right now. Okay, so we talked about glutamine. To me, glutamine plays a huge role for me because that is first thing in the morning. I also take that before I work out. I take that after I work out, and I take it before I go to bed. What is a good milligram or gram dosage in the morning, pre-workout, post-workout, nighttime? What do you do? And I'm going to share with them what I do.
I take between 5 to 10 grams of glutamine for each serving. I'm not too specific with the exact amount. Between 5 and 10 grams, I'm good.
Okay.
And I'll add that into my whey shake, or I have it with some water or something.
Okay.
I tend to have it with my protein, so it increases that protein content.
So what I do, first thing I wake up in the morning, I take like an amino acid, like a scoop of typical, like a mix of amino acids, but I also add in there 2 grams of glutamine, and that's the first thing that I do in the morning. And then, whether or not I do cardio or I eat breakfast after that, I usually give myself about 10 minutes for that to kind of soak up into my stomach before I'm throwing any protein on top of it. And then once I eat, and then before I work out, I'll take 4 grams, and then after I work out, I take 5 grams, and then later on in the day, I'm going to take another 2 grams on an empty stomach, and then another 2 grams before I go to bed. So it kind of sounds like it's like a lot going on, but it's just kind of about creating a routine for yourself. Lee, talk to me about your take on thermogenics or fat burners. Do people like it? Because I'm sure you get that question a ton.
Yeah.
People are like, what fat burners do I need to be taking? I need to lose 20 pounds. Do you recommend them? If you do, what? And if you don't recommend them, why?
So fat burners are probably the last thing I recommend.
I agree with you 100%, but I just wanted to hear what you said.
No, they're the last thing. If you're ticking every other box, if you're training right, if you're training hard enough, and if your nutrition's on point, and you're creating that calorie deficit, which is the first thing you're going to need to do if you're trying to lose body fat.
Right.
If you're doing those things.
So when you say calorie deficit, so for people that don't know that, because a lot of people that are my friends and supporters that are listening to this now, a calorie deficit essentially means you're burning, let's say, 2,000 calories during the day, but you're only taking in 1,900. That would be a 100 calorie deficit, and so on and so forth. So if you're burning 2,500 and you're only taking in 1,500, you're at a 1,000 calorie deficit, which means you're going to lose fat because your body's burning more than what it's taking in.
That's right. Yeah.
So you don't recommend fat burners, or that's the last thing you recommend?
So fat burners will be the last thing I recommend if your calorie deficit is making you lose body fat. If you hit a plateau or a sticking point and you are doing everything right, you're dropping, you've been dropping your calories or you've been training, increasing your volume, then you can add them in to help facilitate a bit more fat burning.
Right.
You know, they can help increase thermogenesis, you know, burn more calories, you help transport fat to muscle tissue for energy, you know, if you're getting like a CLA.
So you're saying, you know, get your diet on point, get your training on point.
Yeah.
Once you kind of get those building blocks down, then at the top, you know, the cherry on top of making this all work a little bit more efficiently would be a fat burner. Because a lot of people are asking me, that's a question, hey, what fat burners do you take? I don't take fat burners because my training is dialed in, my nutrition is dialed in, my consistency of those two things is dialed in, so I don't take fat burners because it's, to me, it's a waste of it's a waste of money, and I don't need to put that into my body if I'm already where I want to be.
I would just take it to get from like 7 to 6%.
Right.
You know? So like when you're getting into those single-digit body fats, that's when it would
to try to help you kind of get over that hump.
Exactly. Right. But it's making very small changes. But that's going from 7 to 6% body fat is, you know. But
is there a specific thermogenic fat burner that you prefer more than the others?
I'm not. When it comes to thermogenics, I've tried different things, and I can't say I'm loyal to one thermogenic supplement. Because I'll try things. I want to try things, and then. And
that's why I wanted to do his chest workout today, because he's like, hey, you know, man, I'm looking forward to training with you. I'm like, you're not going to be training with me, man. You're going to be taking me through the paces, because that's what I want to do, man. I want to learn. I want to do different people's training. I want to learn, you know, how are they supplementing? What does he do in his career that's helped make him successful? And I kind of want to sponge off of him the same way I've sponged off of other people in my life to learn, you know, because people do something really well in their life. That's how they found success. Now, maybe I do things really well in my life too, but if I can take little pieces of success from other people, apply it in my own life, you know, then at that point, man, I'm rolling.
With fat burners, there's a few, I'll say to look for a few key ingredients in them. So one of them is caffeine. Now, if you can tolerate caffeine well, you know, in your body, you can tolerate it without feeling sick or, you know, getting a headache. I'll say that is one of the key ingredients. You know,
my wife gets a headache if she doesn't get caffeine.
Okay, so
she tolerates it, man.
Yeah, so
she's addicted.
Exactly. So everyone has a different tolerance level. So I'll say caffeine is probably it's the most proven supplement when it comes to accelerating fat loss above any else.
And would you say the reason it improves fat loss is because obviously it's going to boost up energy, so you're just going to do more work.
You're going to do more work. You're going to increase your need.
So it doesn't necessarily you take a pill and it just melts fat off your body.
Hell no.
It makes you want to get up.
Exactly. It makes you get up, makes you move around, increases your what we call NEAT, which is your non-exercise activity thermogenesis. Moving around like this, talking with your hands, it makes you move more. And if you move more, you're going to burn more calories.
Right.
So just by being more active in your day, not necessarily smashing cardio, you know, just by moving more, taking the stairs instead of taking the lift.
Okay.
That's how you can increase, you know, that calorie deficit. You know?
Pre-workouts. What is your stance on pre-workouts, Lee?
So pre-workouts, because I train very early in the morning, like first thing after my BCAAs, I'll take a pre-workout just because I need that caffeine hit. I need to, you know, get that intensity in my workout. Okay. It's just what I find that if I want to have a good workout, I take it.
Okay.
You know, if I don't take a pre-workout after like 4 or 5 p.m. if I'm training,
you'll be up at that.
Because I'll just be buzzing and wide and I can't sleep. So if it's early in the day, I tend to take them.
So this is one thing that I've found has worked really well for me as far as pre-workouts is I will take one pre-workout for just about every workout that I have for a month, and then I will switch pre-workouts and take a different pre-workout from a different brand for 4 weeks, and then get off pre-workouts altogether for 4 weeks, which kind of sucks.
I know,
because then you kind of have to like really like self-motivate yourself instead of putting powder into a bottle. But then I get off it for a month, and then when I get back on to whatever my favorite one is, it's like, dude, I go from being, you know, just a regular dude to Superman overnight, because it's kind of like pulling things in and out of your body, kind of how bodybuilders do before shows with carbohydrates. Is you pull things in and out of your diet and they work better. So that's what I do with pre-workout, and it's worked really well for me.
And you got to let your adrenal glands and your whole body like take that break as well. So you know, it's a lot. I think it's everything like
in balance.
Yeah,
for sure. So pre-workouts. What's your favorite?
I use B4 Bomb. by USN.
Never tried it. Is that in
It's
America?
good. It's I think it's coming to the US by USN. It's good.
I might have my boy send me
I'm a
before
two-scoop
bomb.
B4 bomb. I'm a 2 scoops guy, you know.
See, my favorite is True Grit Pre, which is available only on bodybuilding.com. I'm a 3 scooper.
3 scoops.
I mean, I'm from America, plus I weigh like 30 pounds more than him. So I'm a 3 scooper, but I love that. And previous to me kind of falling in love with that about 6 months ago, when I was in college in my first couple of years in the NFL, I loved Explode.
Yeah, back in the day.
Dude, the old stuff was like electric. I would take like a scoop of that before workouts or before games, and I would be like, let's go. And then once I got on the field, I'm like, well, now I only have to kick the ball. I wanted to tackle somebody. The new stuff, the new bomb is
kind of a bit more softer, isn't it?
Yeah, the new Explode is still good, but the old stuff was like, it was electric. Lee's tossing some info at us. So this didn't come through well on Periscope. I'm just going to post it on Facebook or YouTube later, and you guys can get this information because he kicked some knowledge, and it was cool to be able to, learn from him as well. So, all right, guys, I don't think this worked very well, but hope you did. Later.